I wouldn't say I was in a great shape because I had too many mental breakdowns a few hours before the race. I tried to keep positive. I tried to keep everything positive, and I meditated before the race, and I imagined how the race, and I would say it went like how I wanted it to be. Because it's something that we cannot control, so we just have to execute. So I told myself, if I have a perfect start, I know I could beat everybody else. Because there's still more in the tank for me, going for the 200, going for the 100.
All right, welcome back to the channel, guys. So Letsile Tebogo from Botswana, right, has just did a post-race interview. He talked about how he felt before the race, right? He talked about when his season is gonna end, and he also talked about where he's gonna go to celebrate after, winning the Olympic 200 meters title, right? He definitely spoke about a lot of things in this interview, but before I provide you with the full post-race interview, I'm just asking you for a few favors. Like the video, share to get my content out there, and also subscribe to Eptability Rare Community. Alright, let's go.
987, another win. He shut it down 10 meters to the end. He was celebrating. Man, tell me, what was it like out there for you physically? You seem like you were in a great shape.
I wouldn't say I was in a great shape because I had too many mental breakdowns a few hours before the race. I tried to keep positive. I tried to keep everything positive, and I meditated before the race, and I imagined how the race, and I would say it went like how I wanted it to be. Because it's something that we cannot control, so we just have to execute. So I told myself, if I have a perfect start, I know I could beat everybody else. Because there's still more in the tank for me, going for the 200, going for the 100 at the Diamond League final. But I think for now it's just to focus on the 200. For now it was just to gain speed, gain momentum going into the Diamond League final.
You said you had a bit of a mental break before the race. What was that about? What was going through your mind?
I just missed my mom, so I think it affected me so bad. But I tried to keep positive. I didn't try and show it to anybody that the boy is not okay. I just remained calm, just in my corner, thought over it, and then just let it go.
And you had a great start. Have you been working on that? Because by 10 meters, you were already in front.
I didn't work on the start for the past few days. Since the Diamond, the 100-meter final, yeah. I haven't touched the 100-meter start. Because I believe it's something that we have prepared for, trained for. So it's still there in the legs. You just have to make sure you log it into your mind, picture yourself getting that perfect start.
And tell me about that celebration. You started celebrating way before the finish.
For me, it was all about having fun, because I don't think I've qualified for the 100-meter final for the Diamond League. Even if I qualified, I'll still choose that for the 200 because that's where I'm more confident than the 100. The 100 is today I had a good start. Why didn't I have this good start at the Olympic final? Yeah. That's how the 100 it is. But in the 200, you saw how I did in CSC, bad start, but I still managed to catch up.
Yeah, and you said you were not tired when I asked you at the press conference. Now I believe it. I believe that Letsile is not tired.
There's still more in the tank. It still shows that there's still more in the tank for me to put out there. On the 14th is just to fire all the cylinders because there will be nothing left for me afterwards. So I just hope going into Zurich, I'll be still injury free.
Yeah, and tell me about the motivation. What keeps you going? All the smiles you put in the faces of Africa. Money, okay, very important.
For me,
no, I agree, 100%.
The Olympics was the biggest target. So they are done. We got the gold medal and the silver medal. So what's keep you going? Just try and get the money as young as possible. Just try and accumulate everything because you never know when you're gonna get a great season again. So that's the motivation for me. So that going forward, I could know that 2024 was my year. I managed to accumulate as much money as possible.
Yeah. And when are you planning on wrapping up your season?
After the Diamond League final.
After that, you're done.
I'm done.
And then you go chill.
You vacation after vacation. I didn't have time to celebrate because when the Diamond League finished, I was told when the Olympics finished, I was told, say, you got another meeting in Luzerne, so you better make sure that you prepare for it. And there's no time for me to prepare because once you land home, everybody wants that piece of you. Yeah. So 8 days of no training, 19.6, 19.8, 9.8. So what more do I want from this season?
And you mentioned the vacation. Have you thought about locations yet? You booked anything yet?
I haven't booked anything yet, but I think the first place I'll go is Greece because I saw Mondo there. And I'm like, that should be a great place for me to go there.
So that's actually a pretty good one.
I know.
You gonna ring him up for plans like?
Definitely, I'll just holler him up. Man, just give me something. Play something just to go there and enjoy.
Wait, you said that's the first place. So yeah, other places on the itinerary for the celebration.
Yeah, I think Greece, and then go watch Formula One in Doha, and then Abu Dhabi, and then I should be done. Only 3 places is enough, and then just try and lock it for the 2025 season.
And maybe slipping a Chelsea match in there.
Yeah, definitely I'm going to sleep. I mean, my manager is happy, so I'll definitely try and squeeze something in it for myself.
Wait, next week, so you'll be in Zurich. Are you going to catch Mondo versus Karsten? Are you going to try and watch it?
I'm definitely going to watch that race because it seems interesting for me to watch. But in Silesia, we talked about how they wanted to do it. But for us, 100-meter runners, we told them we want to be side by side. Team Mondo on the other side, and then the other team on the other side, so that we could cheer for our people and then just keep it rolling.
So you're Team Mondo?
I'm Team Mondo, obviously, but also all of them it's going to be a tough one, but I'll decide when I land Zurich.
All right, so what do you think in terms of predictions, in terms of time? What do you think the time that Mondo could drop? In the 100, what do you think? I think he ran 10.4 in high school.
When was that?
Now,
Quite a few years
like
ago.
2017 or something.
17.
So maybe like
10.6. Or
10.4 or 10.5, something like that.
10.5. He's going to go for 10.5 again because unless he has been doing some secret workouts without doing the pole vault. But I just hope he could just go for 10.2. That would be perfect for him.
Fair enough. Letsile, we're proud of you. Congratulations. Keep going. And we'll always be behind you, man.
Thank you so
much.
much.
Whole continent is behind you, bro.
Thank you.
Good job, man. Good job.
Life is crazy. Recently I spoke about our field, and there was mixed emotions, to be honest, with everybody. But I'm saying this to say that if you stay quiet, they say you're soft, they say you're weak, they say you're pitiful. If you speak out, they say you're vulgar, they say you're loud, and you don't know what you're saying. If you dress nice, they'll probably say you're too bossy or you show off. So what can you do? Nothing to please anybody. Jesus Christ, the Lord and our Savior, get fight. He couldn't please anybody. He couldn't please the pharaohs, those great kings that wanted to crucify him or did crucify him, right? So who is me? Who is you not to be judged, or for people not to talk negative about, or not to look down to? But the greatest thing about that is you are doing something right. If you find yourself not being criticized about or not being talked about or something, that means you're doing something bad. Look into yourself. So today I'm asking you, everyone who is listening to this, rise up. Go and create some negative comment. Go and do something that's going to create that negative comment, because that means you're doing something great. So life is tough. And when Jesus put you on this land, he knew that it was going to be hard. But you have to be harder. You have to have a tough skin. You have to know what you're fighting for and believe nothing can change your mindset. No one can dampen your feeling. This world is full of good and it's full of evil. But we have to know how to stay strong during that time and overcome evil. People will always talk, people will always say anything. So just do you and do yourself. Do not make anybody, not even your mom, your dad, stop your dreams, stop you from shining, or stop you from do whatever you want to do. From once I was a little boy, I said, I believe I can fly. I can fly. That's how powerful the mind is, hypothetically speaking.